just settle down? Oh, she's trying to bite.
No paramedic wants to restrain a patient, but sometimes our job is to protect people who can't protect themselves.
We roll up on scene to find city police standing over our patient on the sidewalk.
Hi. Can you look at me? Look right at me.
So she's looking past me like there's nobody there, just staring off into space.
Look at me.
And as I bend down to feel her wrist and her pulse, I would expect it to be a little bit fast, but it's not.
Just spaced out on something here.
Oh, yeah. Can we stand up? Can we stand up? Give me your hand. No?
She got woken up abruptly because people were concerned about her.
Can you stand up?
And there's hands grabbing her and people are telling her what to do.
Why didn't you go to the ambulance?
Well, you're laying on the ground.
Like, no joke, she wasn't breathing. And like 2 or 3 pumps of CPR, and she's
Yeah.
like, what the?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, she kind of came back after that.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm
No,
not
no,
gonna
no.
fight you. I'll leave me alone.
Relax.
It's not uncommon for somebody who is intoxicated on drugs or alcohol to become extremely agitated.
Leave me alone.
Hey. You gotta stay on here, okay?
I'm not gonna fight all of you.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
Please, okay?
want to get you.
Did I ask for help? No, I didn't.
Hey, calm down for us.
Then you have no right.
Hey.
You grabbed at that because
No.
I can tell that she's scared, so speaking to her calmly and reassuring her is important.
We don't care about those things. We just want to help you, okay?
Can you at least ask me to grab my hands?
Okay.
I will give you my hands willingly.
Okay, we're gonna let go, okay?
And also letting her have some sense of control is really important.
Get him away from me.
Say you're sorry, okay?
Get him away from me.
Patients develop this irrational dislike for paramedics all the time,
Get him away from me.
We're gonna go in the back of the ambulance,
Take the
okay?
ambulance, okay?
so you have to have a thick skin and not take it personally.
Just don't flail around. Get him away from me.
Do you wanna-
I hate you. Don't talk to me.
Hey. There's no need.
I respect
Drugs and alcohol make people think really irrationally, and sometimes people don't like you when they're on drugs and alcohol.
Get her away from me. I don't like her.
Hey.
I always try and remind myself to treat people equally. I don't have to agree with people's life decisions, but I still have to respect them because we're all just people and we all deserve to be respected.
Can we take your blood pressure and your blood sugar?
Not until we're on our way.
Not until we're on our way.
With this patient, there's probably a deeper issue going on. Maybe she feels marginalized. Maybe she feels like she's had some negative experiences with first responders. But at the end of the day, we're genuinely here to try and help her.
When responding to psychiatric emergencies, there's so many factors that remain an unknown. It could be pre-existing, could be mental illness, it could be induced by drugs or alcohol.
What's going on? Sorry? What's happening? Let's sit up. Let's talk
Did she do any drugs tonight that you know of? No?
Can you sit up?
I'm right here. Deal with these people now.
Can you sit up for us?
Has she been drinking?
Yeah, she had a couple shots of whiskey and she shouldn't have had it.
This patient seems very agitated for only having a couple shots of whiskey. It is possible there's something else going on.
I need you to tell me what's going on. Why you need to go to the hospital. Depression. Do you take any medicine?
Yeah.
It's difficult to obtain accurate information on these calls, so it becomes hard to treat the patient.
We're gonna stand you up and put you on our bed.
Let's lift your head here.
We're unable to calm her down by talking to her, so we're gonna have to sedate her.
You didn't see her take any drugs?
No, I didn't.
None at all. Does she have a history of doing drugs in the past?
Keep your hand in.
Guess what?
Okay.
You're in the ambulance. You're not going.
Okay.
We're gonna check her out a little bit more in the back of the ambulance and then we'll take her to the hospital. Here. When she's in this kind of a state, she becomes a danger to not only herself, don't pull on that, but to myself and my partner as well. The best thing we can do is give her a little bit of medication to help calm her down on the way to the hospital.
Okay, little poke in your arm. Ow! These calls are always challenging. I feel that we deal with a lot more mental health calls now than we ever did in the past.
Lower on my goddamn heart. She's got some issues.
Let's roll her. 1, 2, 3.
I don't want to deal with it. I don't. Because I love her.
We'll call her. I'll grab one. And
So this lady has some mental health issues diagnosed. I believe she spent some time in a psychiatric facility. Tonight, she's been drinking, doing some unknown drugs, and that's just exacerbated her mental health issues.
it's tragic when people suffer like this. Tom St. Paul's. This patient was transported to the hospital. She was assessed, observed, and later released.
We pull up on scene and see a female curled up in the entrance of a building.
What's going on today? How come we're laying in the entryway here? It's a nice radio. Are you sick? Yeah. Any drugs or alcohol this evening? Have you done both or one or the other?
Yeah.
Yeah? How much have you been drinking? And what about drugs? What have you been taking?
How long ago did you take it?
Like an hour ago. Can you take me to the hospital?
Yeah. Absolutely, we can. Yeah.
I just want to check your eyes first, okay? So look right at my nose. I'm going to shine a light in them just like this, okay? And on this side. Good.
You have a place to stay, right?
No, I don't.
Do you know her?
Yes.
In the middle of my assessment, there's just an unknown male who shows up beside me. How do you know her?
I don't know, but she knows.
It's becoming obvious to me, this man does not know our patient. Where do you live right now?
Nowhere.
Oh, so you're homeless?
Yeah.
I live right here. She can lay down. She'll be fine.
Why don't we take you in the ambulance and check you out a little bit closer before we decide to leave you on the street? Even though there's nothing medically concerning at this time, it's important that we don't leave this woman in a state that she's not safe in. Why don't you sit up and we'll
Do you
check
know
out
her,
again.
sir?
Pass me your hand.
When it comes to the homeless people, everybody knows everybody. She's a very familiar face in that respect, right?
What else have you done tonight except
Anytime that, you're walking down the streets and you see somebody curled up in a doorway, I think it's almost your responsibility as a citizen to make sure that individual is okay. And if they're not, obviously to alert 911 and get them some help.
Oh, we'll just take you in the ambulance. We'll just check you out in the ambulance. Who are you? You're nobody to her.
Who are you to her, sir?
The only goddamn person in this whole crowd that gives a I know her. She's a familiar face. Is anybody gonna take responsibility for her well-being after they make sure she's okay at the hospital? Who's gonna? Are you? Yeah, I'm sure we'll both survive it. No thanks to any goddamn help from you.
The man actually showed up to the hospital, tried to gain access to the patient's room, but was denied by hospital staff.
For the police to tase someone, it has to be very serious. Is it a mental health issue? Is there weapons involved? We need to assess them to make sure that if they're being arrested, that they can actually go to jail, or they need to go to the hospital.
So what happened?
This is his dad's house. He came and forced his way in, got upset.
What's your name? Where did you get hit with this thing?
Barricaded himself in the bathroom with a machete. And so we've had a standoff here for about 4 or 5 hours. We lost contact with him.
Look, I just want to try and help you out. Do you want to go to the back of our truck and we'll take a look at you where we have some good lighting?
Once we lost contact with him, we had to go down and kick the door. When we kicked the door, taser deployment, he's still armed.
Maybe let's take him to the back of the truck where we can get a set of vitals on him and then make a decision. Anytime you're dealing with someone who's on or who has a mental illness background. Okay, just watch your head there. I'm gonna get you to sit right here on the bench, okay? We need to be very cautious with what we're doing. The patients can be extremely unpredictable. I'm just trying to help, okay? They can be violent. Can I take your blood pressure? Just goes around your arm. But you never know what you're gonna get or how quickly it's going to change on you. You're gonna feel that tighten up, okay?
This has been about a 4-hour standoff with this individual. Been using tonight, so hard thing to determine whether or not it's drug related or it's just his mental health issues causing him problems tonight.
The police have spent their entire day with this guy, but they handled it with the minimum force necessary, and our patient was relatively uninjured when everything was said and done.
You checked out all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Did he tell you guys that he while he was there?
Yeah.
20 minutes ago.
I think he took it more than 20 minutes. We've been here since about 8:30, and the first hour and a half was pretty decent.
Oh, yeah?
And then all of a sudden he started hallucinating and everything.
So that's
Oh, yeah. So he's probably taken it before then. All ends well?
The end result in this scenario is he was not injured.
He was transported by police to the hospital where he received further assessment and then taken to police detentions.
What are the reasons this person is unconscious?
Breathing, she's got a nice strong regular pulse. First thing we want to do is check our patient's breathing rate and heart rate. This will give us a quick snapshot into her condition. Doesn't look like there's any sign of injury at all.
What are you doing? Let's get you up. Come on.
Here, let's get you up. Let's go sit in the back of her truck where we got some good lights and this way, this way. Our patient's confused, she's agitated, she doesn't want anything to do with us. But because of her state of mind, we have to take her to the hospital. Right this way, right this way. Can you step up? Step up into the truck, yeah. There we go. Up we go.
It's not uncommon for a woman in her predicament to resist being woken up so abruptly.
Oh, she's trying to bite. Trying to bite. No.
We really just wanted to help her, and we can't leave her laying on the sidewalk.
She didn't look like she had any track marks or anything.
Yeah, I don't see track marks at all.
And we got some gum, a rubber.
I'm gonna look at your pupils.
A pencil sharpener.
No, don't look up.
She's got no arm tats.
Hi.
She was pretty feisty when we were trying to get her up into here.
No paramedic wants to restrain a patient, but sometimes our job is to protect people who can't protect themselves.
What's your name? Hey, we're just trying to help you settle down.
As that foot's coming at my head, I'm feeling, hey, this is really going wrong. And I do not want to be kicked in the head tonight.
We're just trying to help.
We then tie her down, because if I don't, she's going to try to kick me one more time.
No track marks anywhere, no sign of any injury.
She's probably intox, which would lead to one combative feature, and based on the area of town she's in, I don't blame her for trying to fight off anybody grabbing her and trying to shove her into a vehicle. Good for her for fighting.
Golden. No one wants to restrain patients, but in this case, we have to act in the best interest of the patient. She's not making the appropriate decisions, and we can't have her getting hurt or hurting us.
What's your name? What's your name?
For this young lady, unknown what she took, very combative, unable to get any information whatsoever from her. No name, no allergies, medical history. Use a soft restraint as well as give her some midazolam to put her to sleep for now, just so we can manage her better.
I don't think she obviously intentionally meant to kick us or bite us. So in order to stop that, we just give her a very potent drug that slows her down, as you can see, and now no one's fighting, and we don't have to worry about her getting hurt.
We'll get her up to the hospital, see if we can't figure out what's going on with her.
She was watched for the rest of the evening and released in the morning.